football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I just had a chance to watch the exhibition fight on the undercard of Mayweather's exhibition. I had a chance to watch, Mr. One Shot Get Him, the king of the deposit, Christopher Lovejoy. I love Christopher Lovejoy. I'm going to tell you why in a minute, but Christopher Lovejoy, he fought on the undercard of Mayweather versus Aaron Chalmers, which is whatever, but he took on a 6-0 heavyweight Antonio Zepeda, and he quit. He quit in the damn fight. Now, this has become like Christopher Lovejoy has been putting up some pretty bad performances. Like, this fight was pretty bad. The Manuel Charr fight was pretty bad, but I'm not here to criticize Christopher Lovejoy. If anything, I'm actually up here to uplift Christopher Lovejoy because I actually feel like there's a lot of things these fighters could learn. They could learn a thing or two, or about a thing or two from Christopher Lovejoy, because here we have a guy, right? This dude doesn't have any, before he became a professional boxer, he didn't really have any real amateur boxing experience to speak of. He didn't. But through very careful maneuvering, through extremely incredible self-promotion, and that's really the thing I want to emphasize, is the self-promotion part, because this guy can talk. He's got a mouthpiece. He has a great sense of humor. He's entertaining to listen to. He's actually positioned himself to where he's getting paydays. And I know, I'm not going to say no names, but I have a friend who saw Christopher Lovejoy in the gym one day in Vegas about a year ago, maybe longer. It was just after the Emmanuel Charr fight, and he had just got knocked out a week or two prior to this encounter with my friend in Lovejoy. He tells Chris, Chris, I'm sorry what happened in your fight. Hopefully you bounce back. And he says, sorry? Man, I ain't sorry about what? I'm making money. I'm making money. The king of the deposit. That's right. Chris Lovejoy. Listen, man. I forgot who said it. I don't remember who said it. Maybe it was Nelly or one of these rappers. They said you gotta play the game, and don't let the game play you. And listen, do I condone the fact that Christopher Lovejoy is out here putting up shambolic performances? No. But he never came out and proclaimed to be the next heavyweight champion or nothing like that. He's never said none of that. He's always told you guys what he was about. He said he was Mr. One Shot Get Him, and he's the king of the deposit. And he didn't lie. He didn't lie because he got 20 knockouts, 21 fights, so he can punch. All right? Maybe the Mexican cab drivers, it is what it is, but he knocked him out. All right? He knocked him out. And then he making money. So, he said it last night in his tweet, and I'll leave the tweet in the description for you guys. He said, I robbed the bank last night without a gun. I made more noise in the UK in my first exhibition than heavyweights who fought real fights in the same night in the UK who are from the UK. So, hey, man, I respect Christopher Lovejoy because, all jokes aside, this is a guy that comes from a tough background, to my understanding, from what I've gathered in the past, he used to be in the streets in LA and doing the wrong things, and then he found boxing, and people are quick to point and laugh at him, right? But he's laughing at y'all all the way to the bank because you're pointing and laughing at him for not doing good in the exhibitions and getting beat up by Manuel Charr. But either way, he still got paid, right? He got paid. He's not doing messed up things in the streets. He's cool as fuck. I met him in person. Super cool guy. Yeah, shout out to him, man. I hope. Listen, I don't know what's gonna come with Christopher Lovejoy's career. I don't think we'll ever be no top 25, top 30 heavyweight. But I mean, at some point, right? If you spend enough time around something, I do hope he does improve as a fighter. But if not, it's all good. It's all good because he was never supposed to be the champion anyway, right? So at this point, it's just about making money. So look, I'm making this video to say this to all you fighters out there, because there's some fighters who can fight 100 times better. They can fight 10,000 times better than Christopher Lovejoy. But because they can't talk and because they have this thing where they don't want to talk to the media or be themselves, they'll never see a fraction of what he made in boxing. And ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Christopher Lovejoy, really, if you compare him to the upper echelon heavyweights of the world, he can't really fight worth a lick, for being honest. But it don't matter. And at the end of the day, that's null and void because he's found his own way to get what he wanted out of boxing, which is ultimately what should be every fighter's goal, which is to make money and take care of yourself, your loved ones, your family, and those around you. So for that, I commend him, and for that, I wish him the best, man. Like it's kind of for me personally, it's kind of inspirational. Like I'm kind of inspired by Lovejoy because there's some things I want to do in my own personal life, and sometimes maybe I'm really good at talking here on camera, really good here at talking on camera, but then sometimes I can't transfer that to other parts of my life like I want to. So I see him talking, I see how he finesses his way through boxing. I'm like, I gotta be more like Christopher Lovejoy. So I'm not even saying this video to put him down. Like people making fun of him for quitting in the exhibition, and the Manuel Char fight. Who cares? Who gives a damn? He made money. He wasn't supposed to be here, and yet he's here. So to that, I tip my cap to Christopher Lovejoy, and I implore, not in the ring. I'm not saying in the ring take notes, but to the fighters that are much better than Christopher Lovejoy, take notes about how he goes about his business on social media, and try to figure out how you can put your own spin on that, and do something for yourselves, so you can have something for yourselves after boxing instead of being, the next, broke world champion, because we got a lot of broke world, ex-world champions out there in the world today. So yeah, that's my video. I know. Last thing, I know that he was talking about wanting to fight Johnny Fisher. Listen, I don't care that he got stopped against Manuel Char. I don't care that he looked like trash in his exhibition. At the end of the day, not every fight in boxing has to be a legacy fight where it's all serious. Life's too short. At some point in time, I just want to be entertained and have fun with what I'm watching. That's ultimately why we watch boxing, to be entertained. Johnny Fisher versus Christopher Lovejoy is entertaining. To me, I'm more excited about that fight and the spectacle of that than I am some of the big fights in boxing, to be honest with you, because Johnny Fisher talking that cash shit, Christopher Lovejoy talking that cash shit. It's USA versus UK. We got to see who's who. Is it going to be pie and mash, or is it going to be, hamburgers and French fries? We don't know what it's going to be, but I want to see that fight real badly. It's actually my top 10 fights I want to see the most in boxing, and none of it has anything to do with the fact that I just like them as, I think they're these great fighters. No, they're just really good at hyping things up. So sometimes that's what I want. I just want to be entertained. I don't need to see every fight be undisputed or unification. And be serious and hardcore boxing fan. I don't need all that all the time. I just want to be entertained. So thank you, Christopher Lovejoy, for giving it your best at entertaining people like myself and the fight fans. It's not going unnoticed, and I'm making this video to just basically say I appreciate you. Keep on going, champ. So yeah. On that note, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below about Christopher Lovejoy. Thank you guys for all the support. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.